We kick off our first European top 8, Subi, with a proper David versus Goliath matchup. The giant slaying underdogs of Evil Geniuses, the team that eliminated Team Vitality during the Swiss rounds yesterday. Now they face another giant task in Team BDS.
I mean, giant, I don't think is good enough to describe Team BDS stacks. You could go Colossus, Behemoth, Leviathan. I mean, this is the team to beat, and they proved that all last season long until the very, very end, when what I think got to them was the pressure of the situation, but not going to be the case here. Opening up game one with a bang, 13 seconds in, and Monkey Moon strikes.
Monkey Moon, highest scorer per game, actually second highest yesterday during the Swiss rounds. Only Seiko from Endpoint was any higher. 13 seconds in, Team BDS all over Evil Geniuses, the former German amigos. Lovable underdogs, but certainly up against it here. Extra. Gonna start another salvo into the Evil Geniuses half. Monkey Moon just off the mark, and Ivan had to go up for the stop just to make sure. Debating between ball and boost there, opted for boost, gave up the ball, and again, possession to Team BDS. I mean, every decision, a massive undertaking to decide, all right, are we going to get burned this time by a team in Team BDS that gives no quarter when the chips are down like this?
Oh, you have to be perfect and precise when you're playing Team BDS, because every centimeter is going to matter, as Rizex puts a nice shot on target, but turned away by Monkey Moon. And speaking of Monkey Moon, yet again, Stacks, you brought up his goals per game being second in the region thus far, but what's also impressive is the ability to get the saves. He's sitting top 3. I mean, this guy is all over the field, up and down the pitch, and proving that he is one of the best players, if not in Europe, but all of the world.
It's amazing to think that the primary criticism of Monkey Moon when he first burst onto the scene in the Rival Series was he tried to do too much. And now he does not have to do nearly as much. And with this all-star roster around him, Monkey Moon is absolutely lethal. Here's Rizex at the back, who had to kind of take a back seat in the offensive production yesterday during all the Swiss rounds. It was Catalysm and Ivan who combined for 40 out of the 48 goals that Evil Geniuses scored on a day where, yes, they eliminated Team Vitality and indeed reverse swept the Swiss rounds. Started 0-2, then won their next 3, including a reverse sweep of 00 Nation to punch their ticket here, and their reward is being bombarded by Team BDS.
You know, Stacks, you bring that up of almost 100% goal participation for Ivan and Catalysm, and you didn't mention Rizex and how dangerous he is, and what a scary thought that if he does get involved more, yes, this was the team that took down Vitality. Yes, this team is in the playoffs right now in our European Open, and Monkey Moon getting by Ivan. The second one goes in for the just absolute monster.
Yeah, just changing speeds all the way down the field, keep the defense guessing. It's all Ivan could do just to even get anywhere near that ball. 2-0 Monkey Moon, 2-0 Team BDS. Here goes Evil Geniuses, though. Maybe one of their more promising opportunities. Ivan, nothing to work with, and just could not get a pass off to Rizex. Even though he wants to get involved in the action, he can't here in game 1 against BDS. Again, best of 7s all the way through until, of course, our grand finals. So a lot of time for Evil Geniuses to catch up. Catalysm scores off the rebound from Ivan, and EG's on the board.
Well, I mean, it's all because of that initial shot there from Ivan. Gets all 3 to go from Team BDS, and it's just a wide open door for Catalysm. They cut the lead in half, but still tons of work to put up against Team BDS.
Down to 1:40. Monkey Moon gives this one away to Ivan. Big sigh of relief from Evil Geniuses, but now Monkey Moon up again, marked by 8. Gonna take this himself. Extra full take a boost behind him. He can try and set up Monkey Moon as Mark goes for a demolition on Ivan. Came up empty. Team BDS, very physical play. 4 demolitions per game yesterday. Among the highest, I believe they were second. There's kind of a theme for Team BDS as a team. Second best in a lot of categories, but not second best here in game 1. Marked by
Definitely
8 against
not.
Ivan. Trying to pinch this in front. No, it's sent away by Extra down to the final minute. Team BDS has felt dominant for most of this game. Evil Geniuses have hung around. There's the demolition on Catalysm. Leaves Ivan all alone, and he up to the task this time. Rizex for the save as well.
And Extra got that demo there. Is a little unusual, as normally it's Marked by 8 or Monkey Moon being the aggressors looking for players in net, but Marked by 8 gets a bump on Ivan, gonna give Monkey Moon tons of space, but Catalysm gonna go up just to get a touch, gets the reset, but Extra stops that effort mid-air, and looks like demos all over the place. Monkey Moon, man on a mission, just keeping this ball in the orange half.
And look at all this time that Evil Geniuses is spending not on the attack, trying to chase a 1-goal differential here.
Oh, there it is.
And Monkey Moon's got a hat trick on an empty net, and that's going to do it for game 1.
Woo, baby, Monkey Moon with the hattie in this first game. And, you know, you can't really get a hat with Team BDS logo from us, but what you can get is a beautiful logo in the esports shop and look just like him on the pitch, because I guarantee you it's going to make your game look great. But you got to tip your hat to Evil Geniuses, because they hung in there and they really put up a fight against Team BDS in the first game. And normally that's where teams struggle most. You know, I'm thinking back to when they were playing yesterday, and, you know, first game, they scored 7 goals, which is insane. So the fact that they're holding them, doing pretty well.
Doing pretty well. But it is still 3-1. BDS over Evil Geniuses in game 1. 6 shots out of the leader, Monkey Moon. He was on fire in game 1. And of course, miserable news for Evil Geniuses, because you have to start by shutting him down. And then Marked by 8 steps up. And then Extra steps up. And it's nearly impossible, and it's on Evil Geniuses to solve this puzzle as we get into game 2 on Forbidden Temple. And look, if we had the answers, we probably wouldn't be casters. We might be coaching some of these teams. Nobody has that answer.
I mean, it's tough. It's not just a puzzle. It's a Rubik's Cube, Stacks. And it's like it's always changing. The colors are shifting because this team seems to always get better. Somehow, some way, their passes are crisper. Somehow, their shots are more on target with a little more aggression behind it. It's just impressive how dominant this team has been and for how long. You know, it reminds me of Dignitas back in the day, but you know, for some reason, I think this team is going to have a little more success in this scene.
Oh, Extra leaves it for Monkey Moon, who's got 4 in a row for BDS.
And it is just how game 1 started, with a shot going off the backboard that turns into a pass for Monkey Moon. And he just sends it right down the gut to give Team BDS the early lead. And that's 4 goals in the series for Monkey Moon. And we're only 30 seconds into game number 2.
Yeah, it was what, 13 seconds into game 1? Not much longer.
23 in game 2.
Yeah. That's BDS for you. Rizex just ahead of Extra, but Marked by 8. Solid at the back. Here's Catalysm trying to force his way through. And a little slowdown there by BDS. They had to communicate a little harder that time. This goes right to Monkey Moon. That is not where Catalysm wanted that ball at all, and he paid the price for it. Monkey Moon does it again.
Ivan thought he was going to have an easy save here, but Marked by 8 downfield says, see you later, kid. Open net for Monkey Moon, and Team BDS just on a tear.
Team BDS continues right where they left off last season. It was, as they mentioned on the desk, very briefly, just an astronomical win rate before Championship Sunday. Slightly different format, of course, throughout RLCS X. but still incredibly dominant. They won over 96% of their games before Championship Sunday. And they were pretty good on Sundays as well. Of course, it'll be all online. Ivan scores here, and EG's back in it.
Well, and this is how EG's going to stay in it, is with the nice, unselfish passing plays to one another. The individual plays not going to work against Team BDS. You're going to have to make them guess at where the shot's coming from. And when it is right inside the box like that, good luck. Cross your fingers, because you aren't saving that.
Ivan peels off this and then whiffs on the side wall, and that's trouble. Here's Extra for marked by 8 and popped away by Catalysm. Evil Geniuses might have watched their hopes in this game flash before their eyes. They surely can't afford to give up another. RizX almost on and still kept us in a dangerous spot. Evil Geniuses coming alive here. RizX coming alive himself, but Ivan and Catalysm run into each other, and, well, it's a comedy of errors, but EG continues to hang around.
Oh, nice demo. I love that demo there, and Catalysm and RizX not quite on the same page, but RizX monster dunk inside Team BDS's half. As Ivan going to keep things alive, as Catalysm waiting, but couldn't quite feed him that pass, as they've got about a half to play here, Stacks, but looks like Evil Geniuses are starting to figure out the passing plays.
And that's the beauty of a best of 7. You have that time. It's not all absolute chaos like in a best of 5, where you have to make drastic, sweeping changes on the fly. Have to drop 4 games, which is not hard to do against Team BDS. Monkey Moon will pop one downfield for Extra. Shot on the money, and that's the first goal for BDS by somebody not named Monkey Moon.
And look at the shot from Extra. Goes up so quick and meets that ball perfectly on the center line and just launches it on target. I don't think the defender was expecting all that power to be behind that ball, but Extra, a mechanical nightmare for Team BDS.
Monkey Moon trying to connect with Extra. He didn't, so he'll take out his frustrations on RizX in front of the net. RizX spawns right in front of Catalysm with the ball, too. So that slowed things down significantly. And RizX and Evil Geniuses continue to face this relentless barrage from Team BDS. Catalysm gonna have RizX in support behind him, try to take it himself. And that's just an emphatic win by Extra. And I mean, you look at Evil Geniuses right now defensively, playing very, very timid against a team that I think deep down they know just has them outmatched.
I think that's every team in Europe. I think every team has that fear and professional respect for their opponent in Team BDS, just knowing that, okay, this is the team on top. This is the team that we need to take down. And how are we going to do it? It seems like all of Europe needs to put all of their heads together to try and figure it out, because this is one tough cookie to crack, as Extra keeping things alive. And that's what makes this team so great, Stacks, is just the ability to get in on plays where the opponents think, okay, we've got this ball, we can catch it nice, slow it down. But no, someone always seems to be there from Team BDS to put pressure on the ball.
Semper did figure out that puzzle yesterday. It's the reason that Team BDS is the number 3 seed. They went 3-1 in the Swiss. Everybody misses here in front of the BDS net. And an unlucky break for Evil Geniuses could have got him back within 1 here in the final minute. We've seen teams get a lot closer with BDS, but still so very few have actually taken a series win. This goes right across the mark by 8. Ivan has to park it on the goal line just to keep this manageable, but now with 10 seconds left, BDS poised to run out the rest of the clock. Ivan almost got the dunk through. Catalysm can't score. The last gasp for Evil Geniuses in game 2 goes by the wayside, and Team BDS does it again.
Ivan was saying, hey, Doomsy's finally back in the RLCS. Let's try a little Doomsy dish, and almost found that tight angle. But still, Evil Geniuses falling short yet again, and again, another 3-1 scoreline in favor of Team BDS. But like you were alluding to earlier, Stacks, best of 7 seems to favor Evil Geniuses, but as we're speaking of BG, we've got a timeout. They're going to try and make sure that they do not go down 0-3 in this series, because trying to reverse sweep in a best of 7, historically, unlikely, and against Team BDS, impossible.
Yeah, and I like that, you see so many teams, they wait until it's match point to take that timeout. And it's like, dude, after these two, I mean, it feels like Team BDS has the steamroller going, right? You've got to try and at least slow down the momentum, take a little extra time, talk it out, come up with some ideas going into game 3. They've been scored on 13 and 23 seconds into each of these first 2 games. That's got to be the focus here during this timeout. Going into game 3, figuring out, okay, how do we stop them in the first minute? And then you go on from there.
I agree. Once you put yourself in the hole, it's really hard to climb out, because all Team BDS has to do is just pull back their third man just a little bit further and hold them back so that booming clear doesn't go over their heads, and they can just box you in your own half and really just play keep away. But for Team BDS, I mean, it's not like they've been dominating Evil Geniuses, but they're definitely the better team right now. And right now it's on Evil Geniuses to try and figure out, how do we strike first, and how are we going to compete against this team?
We did see on the Evil Geniuses side, Moomin, of course, the new coach of the former German Amigos, now joining Evil Geniuses. Remember the last guy that coached Evil Geniuses when they were in the RLCS? It was a North American squad. It was Fireworks. Pretty good legacy to follow here. A lot of time in between series for
He's
Evil
got to wear
Geniuses.
the suit with the tie, though. I mean, if you're going to be following those footsteps, you got to get that EG tie.
Got to look the
fresh.
part. Absolutely, got to look the part. We'll see if he can at least walk the walk here as we get into game 3. Evil Geniuses down 0-2. Pair of 3-1 results going the way of Team BDS. And it's been Monkey Moon. I mean, Monkey Moon's gotten a great pass from almost everybody on the field. He even got one from Catalysm that got away from him. Then you saw the bump on Ivan, and things just snowballed downhill from there. It's just been a turning point in each of these games where BDS has been able to put away Evil Geniuses. That early goal certainly helps. We'll kick it off now in game 3 and see if EG can at least weather the storm for the first minute.
Yeah, it just really boils down to Team BDS's rotations and their trust in one another. I mean, it is just so impressive when you watch this team, especially when shots are coming at them on the back line. Yeah, sure, we'll see a double commit or even a triple commit from time to time, but, it's a 4-leaf clover when it happens. It is so rare. It's just they know that their teammate has their back and they trust them. If they're calling it out, they know that they're going to get a touch on that ball. And then when you watch them on offense, it is just a thing of beauty. It is just like watching a whirlpool in the ocean, just continuing to just go with the current.
Well, here's our first milestone. They've gone 30 seconds and haven't conceded a goal. So something has worked for Evil Geniuses this time around. Now we'll see if they can put together a full game. Extra. Throwing one in front, and that's a great clear by RLCS. Had that play read the whole way, and look, BDS was not moving slowly at all. Catalysm now has Ivan behind him. He'll be called into action, except it bounces way out to midfield. RLCS backflip, and it's on Ivan to just guide that to the corner. Evil Geniuses, that indecisiveness has been costing them, and BDS has picked them apart for it.
But I like that save there from Ivan, and the placement to go all the way back corner made it look easy, but he had to roll to the side and make sure he got good contact with the ball, because if he misses that or places it improperly, it's going to be a goal for BDS. So good job by the young player, Ivan, to get that ball. And not the best touch there from Mark by 8, but not going to be punished, as the pass from Monkey Moon over to Extra, broken up, and that's open on the back line. Mark by 8 just has to roll it and not going to let Extra get the touch on him. Mark by 8 wanted his first of the series.
And got it, of course, after a demolition by Monkey Moon. This Evil Geniuses team, for all the physical play we talked about with Team BDS, also demolished almost more than anybody during the Swiss rounds yesterday. They took 4 demolitions per game, while BDS dished out that many on average. Monkey Moon going to drop one down. RLCS had it read again. RLCS's reads have been great for the most part. He's had his moments where you see a backflip here and there or a whiff, but otherwise, he has a read on what Team BDS is trying to accomplish. It hasn't translated to the rest of the team. Ivan, a desperation dive back, and Rizex makes the save on Extra as well. And Evil Geniuses, as has been the theme in this series, continue to hang on, only down by a goal.
Hanging on by a thread here, Stacks, as Team BDS just continue their dominance in the orange half, but a little bit of a breakaway. No, snuffed out by Mark by 8. He's so good at coming off that back line as the third man, knowing when he can just full send it into the ball and not worry about covering up on defense. Such a smart player.
We get into the second half. That's a brilliant pass over to Mark by 8. Didn't get as much behind the shot as he would have liked. Made the save a lot easier for Ivan. And now it's Ivan who has to try and start the counterattack for the former German amigos. You could see how slow everybody was coming through, but that whiff opens things up and Ivan ties the game.
Again, another goal from Evil Geniuses off of a brilliant pass. This one going all the way across the goal line, and Ivan there for the cleanup. Great job putting the pressure down the field by Evil Geniuses.
Team BDS has been anything but invincible since the preseason, and now here into the season proper. Rizex dancing through, couldn't connect, and it is going to be Extra downfield. Got Monkey Moon there trying to get in Ivan's way. And now Rizex very quickly back towards Mark by 8. Lightning pace now between these two teams, up and down the field. Monkey Moon past Rizex, but Catalysm's got the save, and he stopped Extra from centering. That forces Mark by 8 back to the center line, and Ivan wins that challenge. Things on now for Evil Geniuses, but there's Monkey Moon, the final boss at the back.
Mark by 8 get a touch on that?
Yes, he did. And it leads to this from Extra.
Mama, Monkey Moon out of the corner, reads Extra and hits him on a dime.
That is perfect. Team BDS gets another late in a game. And Evil Geniuses continue to chase the Giants. Monkey Moon blocked by Rizex. Can Ivan get another one started here? Bank is open, but Mark by 8's got the clear. Only as far as Rizex. Looking for Catalysm. I don't think he expected that ball to be nearly as good as it was. It was right on him. Now here's Ivan. Could not get that midfield boost. Mark will get it on the way back. No, nobody got that. And it's going to be Extra now with 53 to go. And Team BDS in time-wasting mode, trying to burn away the final minute. Monkey Moon looking for one more for the road, but Rizex has the save.
Yeah, for Evil Geniuses, they've got maybe 2 more pushes downfield, but they've got to get to work now as Rizex, nice bomb. That's the clear that they needed. Catalysm going to put a little extra heat behind it, but Monkey Moon just sitting patiently on the goal line. Hold on, Rizex going to pop that one up, but gets underneath the ball and sends it up towards the backboard. 20 seconds remain here, Stacks, and Evil Geniuses need one.
I think that ball goes on target. I don't know if Mark by 8 can catch up to it. But it didn't matter. It was well off the mark. Down to 10 seconds left. Evil Geniuses absolutely need a goal here to avoid going down 3-0 to the mighty Team BDS. They have been so clutch so far in this regional, but it's set away, and that's going to do it for Game 3. Team BDS, 1 win away from another championship Sunday.
And who was it to break up that play? None other than Mark by 8. I was just talking about it earlier. Just having the ability to know where that ball is going and break up those plays. Such a smart player, and he gets an MVP for his efforts.
Monkey Moon scored the first 4 goals for Team BDS. Only one since then. Only. He's still been absolutely dominant. Yeah, that's it. They stopped Monkey Moon from scoring that game. Cool. They still could not stop Mark by 8 and Extra from picking up the slack. And now we go into Game 4, Subi. Match point. And Evil Geniuses, I mean, look, they were up against it yesterday, starting 0-2 in the Swiss rounds, then 0-2 against Double O Nation in round 5. They found a way to bring it back then. This is punching up to a much different weight class.
This is trying to crawl up a ladder and try and punch up, because it is just, it's too tall for Evil Geniuses to come back from. You know, they might get a game, they might get 2. And if they're lucky, they just might send it to Game 7. but there is no way that they're going to be able to reverse sweep Team BDS. They just dug themselves into a very deep grave right now, and they've got to turn into a zombie for Halloween if they want to pull out a series win.
There have not been many when you consider the entire history of not just the RLCS, but this level of competitive Rocket League. Not many reverse sweeps in a best of 7. Evil Geniuses, if anybody, it would just be like their story to pull it off. But they have not shown many signs of even starting in that direction. They have not scored first. They have not held a lead in any of these games. This is brought right around the boards. Catalysm skies one up, gets nudged away from the play, but RizX is able to help out and use the rest of his remaining boost to beat Monkey Moon on the side.
And I think one thing that has to get brought up as another factor as to why Team BDS is doing so well and is going to do so well this season that kind of separates them from last season is they're all playing together right now. Looks like they're all in the team house or wherever they are. And why not Monkey Moon? Why not get another one to start off game number 4? You were calling him out, Stacks. He heard you. He said, okay, I'll give you another.
Hashtag rivals. Ivan tried to make the adjustment at the last moment, but Monkey Moon at that range, unstoppable. You cannot let him get that close and have that much power. RizX has to go back as Monkey Moon was up yesterday for this ball, and Ivan will dump it off to the corner for him. Not much offense, of course, from Evil Geniuses. 2 goals out of Ivan, 1 out of Catalysm, and that follows the trend from the Swiss rounds yesterday. They have not been able to get RizX involved, putting the ball in the net. Not many in the assist department either. Ivan has that deflected away by Extra, and now RizX to bring one around, and Catalysm barely got a piece of this, which bought Ivan the time he needed to get back for it.
Yeah, if he doesn't touch that, that's another goal for Team BDS, but RizX's going to slow things down, and it is weird, Stacks, that he is not getting the goals and really not getting the assists either, as I was saying, just 1 for him in this series. But again, you have to look across the field at who they're playing. I don't think you can take a ton away because things like this are happening, and it's hard to get involved on offense when all you're doing is sitting back on defense.
RizX is not the first person to be left scoreless in a series against Team BDS. And mark my words, I know I'm really going out on a limb here. He won't be the last. 3 minutes to go here in game 4 as the victory lap may be beginning for Team BDS.
That's a thick limb.
Yeah, right? Catalysm. Ivan needs anybody to pass to.
Oh, nice.
Be RizX down in front. Now Catalysm, little lob, and still kept out by Mark by 8. Ivan now tried to size one up, and that one's stuffed as well. Even when Evil Geniuses have an opportunity like that, Team BDS finds a way against a lot of other teams in Europe and the world.
Oh, no way. It's going to go in 2 miles per hour.
Instead, they get scored on by Extra after all that.
Oh, it's just demo after demo, and then Extra with a 51-49 on the goal line wins that one, and Team BDS up by 3, and just 1/2 of Rocket League left to be played for Evil Geniuses in this series.
RizX flip reset gets his first of the series, and in grand fashion has Evil Geniuses back within 2.
And that's how you score a goal against Team BDS. Break out the mechanics and break out the accuracy, going upper 90 over the defender, and even gets a nice one in chat from Extra. Game recognized game.
RizX with his first. Now Catalysm thought about it. Now everybody has to come back. They have to defend against BDS, which is, of course, not their preferred method at this point. Down 2 goals in a game they must win to prolong the series, prolong their tournament lives. RizX tracking. Monkey Moon chased him off and then just pops us up to the backboard. A few more seconds burning away. RizX marked by 8, though. Trying to get the demo, he did, and still Extra through the smoke screen makes the stop. Again, it's just not a fair matchup. It's humans against cyborgs as Ivan clears this one. And again, marked by 8 right in his face.
I cannot believe Extra got the touch on that ball through the smoke screen, like you were saying, Stacks. That is just some extra cool composure there as Ivan going for a little infield pass to the pinch, but a little too high. Would have definitely made the highlight reel, but Monkey Moon keeps that ball off the goal line for now, and Team BDS get this ball back into the orange half.
Team BDS allowing Evil Geniuses to get real close to the net. A little bit of life, a last burst of energy out of Evil Geniuses. Can they capitalize? Monkey Moon to put it away. Ivan with a save. And the glimmer of hope still remains. Catalysm couldn't force this through. Ivan turns away, so Rizex has to take over against Monkey Moon. It's a tall order for anybody. Marked by 8. Lost control. Catalysm has Ivan up on the backboard as well. I mean, they are not going to go too far back at this point. They absolutely need to chase this game. Rizex had that pop right out in front for Monkey Moon. And a little touch to try and get around Ivan, but he stayed with it. Down to 15. Have to score here to give themselves a chance at a kickoff goal. Ivan, let it get away. Rizex down in front for Catalysm, and that doesn't work out either. Grass is green, water is wet. Team BDS is really good at Rocket League, and we're going to see them on Championship Sunday after a clean 4-0 sweep.
Oh, my goodness. And keeping the ball off of the goal line. Name of the game for Team BDS. Just impossible to score on them. And they only allowed 4 goals in the entire series. Just offensively dominating, defensive prowess. Just what more can you say about this team? And who would have thunk? Yet another Championship Sunday.
Yeah, certainly didn't have them in my pool.